Hey guys, I'm Jess and I make travel videos for a living now, which basically means I get to relive all my adventures, frame by frame while editing, getting lost in the sauce. But in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I edit all my travel videos, from the strategies to the process, and how I get all of that chaotic footage into one cohesive storyline. So if you're new to editing or just curious how I turned the chaos into something calm and cinematic, stick around. I'll show you my best kept secrets and how I make all of this travel footage into a travel vlog. Okay, so before I even start opening my editing software, which is Final Cut Pro, I set the vibe, which means I get comfortable. If it's in the winter time, I'll put on my yoga pants and the comfiest hoodie I own. If it's summertime, just something comfortable with a bikini. I don't like tags, I don't like fussy zippers or itchy fabric. I think I just like being comfortable because it doesn't break you from the focus. Also, hydrate. Bonus points for electrolytes like coconut water. Your brain needs sugar, and if you're gonna keep making decisions on where to cut your clips or what footage to put where, your brain's gonna need some nutrients. So make sure you stay hydrated, bring some snacks if you need to, and keep yourself well balanced. Sit in a decent chair. This is pretty comfortable, but if you have like a gamer chair, that's probably the best. Something where you're not gonna hurt your spine by editing for too long. Check your posture once in a while. I have a mirror that's kind of near me so I can see if my body is bent funny, because I have a horrible habit of sitting like a goblin. So do as I say and not as I do. When I come back from a trip, I have a nightmarish amount of footage just everywhere. It's in my phone, it's in my GoPro, it's in folders that I didn't name, it's in my downloads. So to get all of that chaos into something that looks manageable, I just group everything by date and give it a name that describes what happened that day. So for example, it would be like day 4, stand-up paddling, or day 6, surfing big waves, or day 10, stormy weather. Naming things clearly in the beginning makes it so much easier down the road when you're looking for that one specific video of you and the turtle or something like that. I also mark my footage when I'm going through and organizing them by date, because some of those footage that catches my eye immediately make for great intro clips, so I want to keep those in mind. Also, quick tip, if you want to learn editing very quickly or figure out what all those buttons do or learn special effects, what I use is Skillshare. It has been such a helpful tool, and I recently took a class on filmmaking that helped me rethink how I organize and pace my edits and tell a better story visually. This class is called Video Editing with Final Cut Pro X, from beginner to YouTuber, but they've got tons of different categories of classes to choose from. There's photography, animation, graphic design, and they even have topics like productivity. I'm also excited to take this Unlocking Your Potential course for creativity. So whether you're just starting or want to level up, there's something for everybody. So if you want to check it out, the first 500 people to use my link in the description or scan the QR code will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Now for the real editing part. I use Final Cut Pro, but honestly, any program that you feel comfortable with, that you can grow with, is a great option. I used Premiere in the beginning, and for whatever reason, it kept crashing. So that's why I switched to Final Cut Pro, and I haven't really looked back since. So here are the steps I usually follow when I am beginning the editing process. Is, first of all, I put all of my footage into my timeline. I know that sounds crazy. Make sure your laptop or computer or external hard drive can handle it. I put it in day by day so I don't overwhelm my computer right away, but it does take a little bit of time for your computer to put everything in that timeline and have it work smoothly. So next, I'll scroll through all the footage and cut out all the unnecessary ums or uhs if I'm talking, or I'll cut out extra bits from the beginning and the end of a video that doesn't really make sense, because in a program like Final Cut Pro, you can cut the footage and then extend it later if you needed like an extra second to cue to the music or something like that. Once all that is done, and trust me, it'll take a very long time, so don't underestimate it, then you can lay out the story of your video. And for travel vlogs, it is a little bit simpler because you are recording things day by day. But for longer trips, like the one I just went on, I was there for 30 days, which is a lot of footage, and I need to make it make sense and not a weird diary of all my days. I still want to keep it entertaining. With that much footage, sometimes you will have to borrow a sunset from one day and put it onto another to complete that day or have it make sense. But for the most part, travel vlogs should be sequential unless you are talking about highlights of a certain place. A tip I have is to add music early on because it really helps set the pace, and it helps with decision making when you're trying to choose between certain clips that look really similar. You kind of just go with the music and pick and then just move on from there. I'll color correct at this point only if it looks super weird. Color grading is not my strength, so I try not to focus on that because I'll end up putting way too much time and energy into a couple scenes where I could have gotten a lot more done. And last, I'll do all the graphics and call outs and text and titles and things like that, because after that, you're gonna have to watch your whole video over and over again. You gotta listen to your video with AirPods and headphones and different speakers because it sounds really, really different depending on where the sound is coming out of. And when you're rewatching it, you'll have the opportunity to see any weird gaps or awkward pauses or things that just don't line up. But just know it takes so long, because imagine if a video was only 20 minutes. You watch it 3 times, that's already an hour. So just don't underestimate how long these things can take. I like to call it the black hole or getting lost in the sauce, because you could literally be on your computer editing just a small segment and hours can fly by. Also, as you're rewatching your video over and you know you have extra B-roll, this is your opportunity to put B-roll over anything just awkward or strange or something that you don't like. It's a good time to catch those. Once your edits feel complete, and by complete I mean you probably cannot watch it anymore without making your eyes bleed, then you're almost ready to upload. I've been doing 1080, I did 4K one time and it took so long and I'm terrified. Plus I shoot on my phone, so I think eventually I do want to upgrade everything to 4K, but for now, with my phone, I'm editing everything in 1080. And these are the other settings I use in Final Cut Pro for my videos. Also, here is a checklist of what to do before going live. Check for all the typos in all your titles and captions in the video, because once the video is uploaded, you can't really change those. Captions and titles you can change, but the actual words in your video, make sure there's no typos. Also, thumbnails are super important. The thumbnail is what's going to capture someone's attention when they are deciding to choose your video or not. Same with the title, but thumbnails are a little more important. I've been using the test feature to test my different thumbnails, and it's surprising which ones do well. I also promote my videos across all my social media platforms so that everybody at least has a chance to see it, and I do promote it more than once typically, because the people that want to see it wouldn't mind, and the people that don't want to see it will just scroll past anyways. But if you put a lot of time into something and you're proud of it, you should promote it. That's your work. So I hope this gave you a better look at how I edit my travel videos and what actually goes into them instead of just pretty scenery and nice music. Editing travel content takes time, a lot of energy, and a bit of creative chaos, but it's so rewarding to see it all come together. Plus, you give yourself a souvenir of your trip, and although you can't slap it on a fridge, it is so rich and fulfilling. You get to see all the visuals, hear the sounds, and see your face light up when you see beautiful places. People always say they want to see a highlight reel of their best moments in life before they die, but why not make it yourself so you can enjoy it at any time? And again, if you want to level up your editing skills or learn something completely new, check out Skillshare. You have a 30-day free trial if you are the first 500 people to sign up, which means you can have 30 days to explore and learn anything that you want. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, wherever that may be, hopefully somewhere warm and sunny.
What?